Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about the slippery slope. So there is this thing of the slippery slope fallacy, but I'm not sure I buy into that. I think the slippery slope is very real, and I want to give you an example of it today. So, so basically, I'm a book reader. I love books. Physical books and digital books. I love writing and I love books. And so I follow a lot of authors, and I follow this one author. His name is Daniel Green. He's got a fantastic channel. Um, I'm going to say something I think he did wrong, but I want to be clear. I think he's a good person who has made a very significant mistake recently and does not recognize it. But I want to get into this. Um, and yeah, all right. But I think he's an excellent author. I read his first book. I thought it was good, and he's a fantastic book commentator. So he covers drama in the genre space, and it's a terrible word. Genre used in book context means science fiction and fantasy. It should mean all genres, and people should just say. So let me be specific. He covers the science fiction and fantasy book community and authors and readers, and he covers book drama, which I love. I love hearing about book drama. So basically, this thing popped off, and you'll find the link to below to his video. You should watch it if you care about book drama. But I'm going to summarize what happened there. So basically, something that happens every year or two in a major way on Goodreads, which is a absolutely fantastic book review site that I use. I have a Goodreads list of all the books I've read. It's in the link. It's always been in the link in my description, right? And so, and you could see all the books I've read on Goodread. So I use Goodread. I have literally 600 books reviewed on Goodread, right? And that's that's the list of all the books I've read in my life. I've read 600 books in my lifetime. I'm very proud of that, right? But Daniel Green gets into it, and so he gets into the latest, greatest, book review bombing on Goodreads. And now what this is people for many different reasons make fake Goodread accounts, and then they'll book review bomb, and they'll say, hey, this book has a 1 star and this book is trash, and so one person can have 10, 50, or 100 Goodread accounts, and they can write really detailed, really hurtful reviews that really tear apart an author, and no author likes this, right? And the smaller the author you are, the harder this is to deal with, right? And so he goes into his coverage of this and the latest greatest instance of book review bombing on Goodreads, and he's like, I need to tell you guys about this because this person's doing this really bad thing. And then he says at the beginning, and I'm like, wait a second, slow down. We're skipping a step there, Daniel. Okay, we're skipping a step, and we need to talk about this step. So he's like, it's terrible what this person did. They made these fake Goodread accounts, and then they gave 1-star reviews to this book. And boy, is that terrible, right? But at the beginning, he's like, but how did they get there, right? And then he says, by the way, if you don't know, most small authors make a fake account, right, or use their own account, or make a fake account. So he said it. He's like, make a fake account and give themselves a 5-star review, and that's okay, no problem there. I was like, wait, no, back it up. This is why society is broke, and this is where Vivek Ramaswamy is coming in. Daniel Green is a very smart young man, right? I think he's a kind and tolerant person, right, who wants to do the right thing. But he does not know right from wrong. And he does not know what breaks a society fundamentally. Fundamentally breaks a society, right? We cannot live like this, okay? Listen, Daniel Green, you came on to castigate this person for making a fake account and giving a review rating that wasn't earned, right? You cannot give your own book a 5-star review with a fake account. If you haven't, you have to let other people come in and give you a 5-star review. It's not okay for small authors to go on, make a fake account on Goodreads, and then put a 5-star review for their own book. That's not cool, because that means there are tons, because that means you are signing off on fake accounts being made and people being given reviews that are not earned. An author cannot give themselves a 5-star review on Goodreads on a fake account. That is wrong, fundamentally wrong, and you skipped a step, right? So Daniel Green goes on and he spends an entire 25 minutes castigating a person for making a fake account and giving a 1-star review, but he starts it by co-signing and saying it's fine to make a fake account and give yourself a 5-star review. And this is where society breaks. This is why Vivek Ramaswamy must be our next president. This is a young man, right? He's not evil, but he has no North Star and has literally zero ability to determine morality, right? Like, and here's why. He did not realize what he's saying is the rules don't apply to me. And if you're like me, the rules don't apply to you. We can break the rules. We can make a fake account and we can give stars that are not deserved. But this other person can't. That is how society breaks. When there is no more moral compass to determine at the beginning of your video, where you spend castigating somebody for doing something that you, at the beginning of the video, say it's okay for you to do, right? This is a very smart young man. This is a man who's not trying to be evil, but he has zero moral compass. He starts a video that he spends 25 minutes castigating one person for doing exactly what he is saying is fine to do, right? Vivek Ramaswamy has to step into the breach. And the reason why is we are on the slippery slope, okay? Donald Trump in 2016 was elected president. When he was elected president, I had already read his book, and I'm not kidding. My review for that book was already on Goodreads, right? And so it was The Art of the Deal. And I knew that Donald Trump was a liar because he said in his book, Art of the Deal, I am a hideous, horrible, monster human liar who lies to everyone close to me. He said it right in the book, right? And when the president was an unmitigated, unrepentant, relentless liar, our society began to slide down the slippery slope to the point where no one even knows the definition of truth anymore, right? And this Daniel Green thing, right? You cannot spend 25 minutes castigating somebody for doing what you say it's okay for you to do at the beginning, right? We have to have a moral compass, right? And we have to return to leaders who are morally grounded. Both parties have said character, morality, goodness, kindness, and tolerance are completely divorced from the role of the presidency. The first most immoral monster human who ever was president in America, in my opinion, in my lifetime, was President Clinton, right? He was a horrible, horrible person, right? We knew that by the time he was done, because he had been convicted for lying about something that was abominable, that any human would say that is a fundamentally villainous act. So the Democrats started hey, what if the presidency was completely divorced from character? And then the Republicans were like, hold my beer. Look at this repugnant monster human, President Donald Trump. He lies constantly, right? And we've got to put in Vivek Ramaswamy, a good, kind person who has a moral compass and knows that you should not castigate people for something that you sign off for yourself, right? Not only is he intelligent, he is moral. Vivek Ramaswamy has to be president, and we must reject President Joseph Biden. And Daniel Green has to go back and say, this ain't cool. It's not cool for anybody to make a fake account on Goodreads. I don't care what your reason is. I think he needs to back that up and say that I was wrong, right? That's my humble opinion. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.